This video is sponsored by me. Read my original novel, Dance of Frozen Death. Link in the description. Greetings, fellow mortals. One of the funniest accusations that I get is that I am too angry about fiction. Which is weird because my dry, borderline neutral tone has never been accused of being naturally angry. When I do become upset, usually everyone in the room takes notice. In fact, I have trained myself so much to be calm that my voice for videos is me turning it up in enthusiasm by a factor of 10. That's right, this is me at my most enthusiastic. That's why I think that these troll comments are hilarious, because it means that they have no real way of arguing against my points logically. I almost always reserve my anger for actually terrible things occurring across the world. You know, murder, assault of any kind, discrimination, war, the lack of real action against climate change, the economy collapsing because we can't manage our made-up money system. All of these things lead to real-life suffering from actual people. In terms of that level of scope, I don't particularly care if characters are altered, if a plot line falls apart, if they break the lore, if a huge plot hole doesn't make any sense. Okay, it all slightly annoys me, but there's a huge difference between wanting quality control and wanting someone in prison. You know, like Ezra Miller. Now, I don't really care how Ezra identifies as a person. I don't care who Ezra is attracted to as long as that other person is a consenting adult. How someone acts is far more important to me than anything else. But here's the thing, Ezra Miller terrorized Hawaii like he was South Park's version of Russell Crowe, fusing with members of Butter's timeshare-owning companions. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought that I was living in a comedy. Except Ezra repeatedly assaulting random people wasn't exactly very funny. The only reason to laugh is because of how awkward everything is. And that was the tamest part of Ezra's actions. Ezra literally kidnapped kids, and it's really weird, and I have no idea how this isn't considered a big deal. I thought the Me Too movement was made to stop behavior just like this, but Ezra got away with it through the power of money and Hollywood connections. Man, this puts Amber Turd to shame. By God, if I did all of that, I would have been put in prison for 10 to 15 years without a chance of parole, as I should be, but this person got away without any consequences. It's frustrating to say the least.
Making movies, making music, and fighting round the world. Russell Crowe.
Everyone has an asshole, and everyone can be an asshole. And it sounds like Ezra Miller is an asshole. And Warner Discovery has gone through a lot of trouble to keep Ezra out of jail. They have a lot of money invested in Ezra as the Flash. For now, with all of the multiverse and different timeline stuff, they're probably going to recast Ezra and kick Ezra to the curb once all of this is over. Because people with that wild of behavior don't just stop. It feels like Warner Discovery has done everything in their power to keep Ezra under control, probably through legal and financial threats. One toe out of line and Ezra is destroyed. And it worked, but this is a lot of effort to go through for an actor who could, at best, be described as mid. There are millions of other actors out there, plenty of whom identify as non-binary. They could replace Ezra in a heartbeat, and I got a feeling that they probably will. I don't know for sure. I haven't seen the Flash movie and have no idea how it ends, but it feels like they're going to use a Flashpoint type of event as an excuse to reset everything for James Gunn to take over.
You maniac! You blew it up! Oh, damn you!
Moving Ezra out of the DCEU is the smartest thing to do financially, because I know plenty of other people that aren't going to see The Flash because of Ezra's actions. But there's another, less serious point to why I personally have no interest in seeing this film. Why does it even matter? We all know that James Gunn is going to take over the DCEU. He's going to bring in his own people and create his own vision, which is the way to go both financially and creatively. Warner Discovery needs to start making their money back, and fixing the DC movies is a good way to start. Having one creative vision behind everything is the right way to get the ball rolling, even if I disagree with some of Gunn's decisions, like, for example, Henry Cavill. But I can respect that Gunn is following through on his vision. It will at least keep the quality and tones of the films consistent, even if I'm kind of over Gunn's tendency to break up serious moments with awkward comedy. But that is my personal preference. But anyone can disagree with me on that one. That's up to personal taste. I personally am just ready to get to the point where stories from the DC movies actually matter, because these past couple of ones like Shazam and The Flash really don't, and that's a problem. If the creators don't care about what's happening, the audience sure as hell won't.
Nobody cares. Nice hat.
Here's the thing about fictional stories. They're not actually real. Not only are we required to suspend our disbelief for the fantastical elements, we're also supposed to invest our time, brain power, and money into people and worlds that don't actually exist. I don't think that people, and specifically creators, appreciate what sort of investment is being asked from an audience. We have our own problems in life. Some people need pure escapism to cope. Others like watching other people struggle to feel better about their own lives. Everyone, however, only has so much that they can be invested in before they're too tired to care. Fans could stop being fans at a moment's notice, and Warner Discovery is seeing the results of that in the form of the new Shazam movie. That film tanked financially, because why are we supposed to care about fake people in a phony story that you are actively telling us doesn't matter? There is breaking the fourth wall and being aware that something is fictional, and there's breaking the entire set's floor and having it all crumble because you're not giving your audience one single reason to care, because all of this is going to be erased and forgotten in a few years. All this means for a long-term story, we don't have to care for a few years, and Warner Discovery is very aware that none of this matters. That's why they're trying a No Way Home and bringing in cameos to draw the audience in. And I have seen people start to care because of Michael Keaton Batman, Supergirl, and General Zod's return. All of which will probably be a giant mess that will be scrubbed away no matter what. But the nostalgia and cameos are really all the film has going for it. It's as smart as it is desperate to get people's attention. But I really don't see people being as fond of this as they are of No Way Home. Anyone going into this film is either a die-hard fanatic or a skeptical viewer who is looking for any reason not to care about all of this. I'm literally finishing this video on the day of the movie's release, so this could go a wide range of different ways. Yes, I know the video is coming out on Friday, by the way, but I didn't realize the movie was coming out on a Tuesday. Who releases a movie on a Tuesday? Oh my god. But this film could magically turn out to be great, or it could be an incoherent pile of trash. People could have a good time, or they could feel cheated. I don't know. All I can do is base my guess on past trends and the trailers, none of which give me good feelings.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Because even if a miracle is pulled off and people I trust tell me it's an amazing film, there's still the two other hills that I have to get over to want to care. Ezra Miller is an asshole, and everything in The Flash is destined to be reconned. Those two facts will not change even if this is a perfect cinematic experience. No matter which angle I approach this, I can't bring myself to care about this film. There are 3 massive walls that need to be shattered for me to invest time, brain power, and money into this experience. The people involved, the assumed quality of the film, and the lack of meaning have destroyed my ability to care. But maybe other people feel a different way. Maybe people don't care that Ezra ran amok for a while. Maybe people don't care about the past trends and quality and want the fan service of The Flash. Maybe people don't care that all of this doesn't matter because they just want want a distraction. Maybe all three of these circumstances will bypass a bunch of people and the film will be a financial success. There's always a chance and there's always a way. It's not like I've always been on the majority side when it comes to hot takes, and miracles do happen. Keaton Batman is a pretty big draw after all.
Lord, it's a miracle!
Saying that it's just my opinion is cliche at this point. The line between the art and the artist is up to you to decide as a person. I know people that don't like Henry Cavill all that much because he dates women that are much younger than him, but they are consenting adults, so I don't care unless a woman comes out and accuses him of something. Then I might rethink my position. If you want to go see The Flash, that's fine. I won't judge you or condemn you. It's your life. You get to make your decisions, and you're not personally hurting anyone with such a choice, because real human suffering is really the only thing that we should get angry about. All other aspects are just imaginary things that should bring us joy. And I wish you all the joy you can get in this crazy existence. If you want to see The Flash, and if it makes you happy, then I am happy for you. But what do you think? Please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your perspectives. And thank you so much for watching. If you like my takes on storytelling, please consider reading my original novel, Dance of Frozen Death, book 1 in the Written and Sewn series, link in the description. And my second book, Above Heaven, will be released on May 1st, which is Monday, so it's coming up quick. I hope that you will check both of them out. I appreciate you. Do not despair.